On our long way home, of course, we're going to stop at some more places, and we found a pretty good store in Nashville. Pretty good store.
It's called Game Traders.
So, Game Traders in Nashville, and what I really like about this store is that the owner is willing to work with you a little bit, you know.
Not only that, he did something for us, and it wasn't just for us actually, but he'll bust up complete sets. You know?
I mean, and usually stores don't do that because they know they're going to be able to get more for a complete set.
Exactly.
And I'm so glad he did that because there were some things that he had, but I couldn't afford the asking price for the complete set. One of those was Star Wars. Now, this is almost a mint box for Star Wars, and I really wanted the box to have the game loose. I mean, I didn't want to have to rebuy the game just because I wanted the box, so that was cool of him.
What'd you pay for the box?
It was only like $10. He wanted 30 for the complete game, and usually, I mean, he could have just said, yeah, 15, just knock it completely in half, but he just gave me the box for 10, which is cool.
There you go. Manuals and everything in there.
Yeah.
What else did you get?
Now this is really cool because, I mean, to get a complete copy of this game is really, really hard. And if you do have it in your retail store, I mean, you're going to be asking a pretty penny for it because there's people out there who would buy it. And that's Chiller. Did I want the box for this? Yeah, I wanted the box for it. It's an uncommon box. It's an uncommon game. But I didn't have the $100 that he was asking for it. So I just asked him, would you split it up? He ended up giving me this for $30.
Which is actually below market value on that.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy. When he said $30, it was like no question at that point.
Did you know you had to have it?
I was trying not to go there. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I knew I had to have it.
I got a box from there too, and he hooked it up pretty fat on that one. I'm not going to say what because I actually got the game in Philadelphia, which was on film, and that will be in a Game Chasers episode, so I didn't even bring the box, so I'm not even tempted, but so there's a spoiler for you for the next episode. I got something really cool in Philly, got the box manuals, maps, and everything in Tennessee, and together they become complete in box.
This was one other thing I got at this store, and this is a game on the Atari 2600. This is my most wanted Atari 2600 game because, especially Metal Jesus, I think it's his favorite game of all time, like of any system, which is crazy because, well, I don't know why it's crazy, but
he's an Atari guy.
Metal Jesus is always going on about how awesome this game is, and that's Hero on the 2600.
On
$10, and I think it usually sells for like 25 to 30, but he hooked it up at $10, so that's awesome.
Okay,
we cleaned up on this trip probably more than any other trip ever.
And of course we have no effing cameraman.
Yeah.
This has happened to us before. We're at a flea market. We found a bunch of box like Seventh Saga and fucking Secret of Evermore and just a bunch of box freaking Super Nintendo games. No cameraman, of course. So that's why we're doing it this way. So, there's a store outside of Memphis. They had some pretty decent deals on some stuff. And again, you didn't get anything there, did you?
I did.
You did? Okay.
I did.
I'll go first this time, though. But if you know what you're looking for and you really scavenge the shelves, you're going to be able to find stuff that either A, you want, or you need. I guess if you need it, you want it. But for $1 each, I got Showtime NBA on NBC, Virtual Pool, Mia Hamm Soccer. Again, going for a complete 64 set. You need the crap. And I got 2 very common NES games, which I didn't have. Why and shit, I don't know, but I got them for $1 each. Winter Games, Ultimate Basketball.
Yeah, I got a bunch of really, really common NES games too. I think one of them was actually Winter Games as well. Like 4 or 5. I don't even remember where they are. I've already filed them on the shelf, but a couple other things I did get there actually was a couple of really uncommon Genesis games, and they were like I think like $6 or $7. One of them was The Tick, and this one I've never even heard of before, Rolo to the Rescue. But it looks like an interesting, side-scrolling platformer type of game. So if I ever see something like that, and I've never heard of it, whatever, and the price is right, I'll pick it up. And have a couple more PlayStation games here. I picked up this one, Invasion from Beyond, just because, I mean, look at it. I'm into cheesy sci-fi stuff, and I've always seen this around, but I've never picked it up, but it was only like $4, so I said, why?
Is that your reason I picked it up? Because look at it?
Yeah, because look at it. Literally, look at it. Man, like, it looks like one of those cheesy, like, 50 sci-fi movie shows. Like, oh, well, I mean, like, Destroy All Humans.
Exactly.
So,
Destroy Humans was good, though.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. I haven't played it.
Yeah. But anyway, I love shooters, and so I saw this shooter right here, Striker.
And he knew he had
Yeah, I knew I had to have it, but yeah, it was a pretty good deal. I think it was like $7 or $8.
Oh, wait, I forgot about this one, too. Uncommon game, this last store in Tennessee. I'll hold that up. Trolls on Treasure Island.
Trolls on Treasure Island.
So, actually, I came out of pocket on that one. I rarely see the game, and when I do, I rarely see it in this condition, so I paid $19 on it.
These American Video, Color Dream games, these unlicensed stuff, whenever you see them, the labels are always jacked up, and the blue ones are always, like, turning yellow, green, and stuff.
The last round of stops we made. You go first. We'll end it on a high.
So I got Pro Sports Hockey.
Hang on. Move. I found something rare.
Okay, I found something rare, actually. I found it first.
We'll tell you the story, but Billy actually found it. But
anyway, I got Pro Sports Hockey on the Super Nintendo. Whatever.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I found NFL Quarterback Club 2001. I know, that's not rare. That's not what I'm talking about. And last game we ran across, super rare game. No, I didn't get it for $5, but it's not a $300 game either. Are you mad about this?
A little bit.
Okay, so here's the deal, y'all. We have this thing where when we go into a store or we're, going up to into a flea market, whatever the case may be, we kind of have, believe it or not, a little code of ethics, if you will. And when we're gonna go into a store, here's the deal. Usually we go in, if we haven't called beforehand to get permission to film, we'll talk to the employees to get permission to film. Well, while we're getting all that together, no one is allowed to look. All right, we agreed to this amongst ourselves. You can't go pre-looking at shelves and whatnot, and then okay, cameras are rolling. Oh, look what I found. So we're going into this store, and we went next door to use the bathroom first. And Billy went first, and then I went second. Well, while I'm in there, this asswipe, he goes into the game store without me. So I come out of the bathroom, I'm like, where's Billy? Nowhere to be found. So I'm like, okay, this jerk off is next door already looking at games. I walk in, sure as shit, first thing I see is Billy over by the retro stuff. And he's got this look on his face. And I walked in and I mouthed the words, "You stupid fuck." And then I see the look on his face and I'm like, what'd you find? Because I just knew he found something. So I walk over to him and I'm like, what'd you find? And he just looks over at the case. So I look in the case and I'm like, holy shit. I was like, that's mine. He goes, no, it's not. I was like, yes, it is. He goes, no, it's not. It's mine. I found it. So what do? I tell the guy, hey, can I see this game? He pulls it out. I look at it for like 3 seconds. I'm like, I'll take it. And he starts to be like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. But he broke the code. And he was actually honest and was like, I'm only letting you have this game because I broke the code. Now that game, you can hold that up.
Okay, I broke the code because I didn't think there was going to be anything in there. I was like, man, there ain't going to be nothing in there.
It backfired. It backfired on there. So, rare game, color dinosaur.
It's a god-awful game, but it's rare.
It's rare, and yes, I paid $50 for the game because...
I thought it was $40.
$49.95.
Oh.
So I paid $50 for the game because it's rare, and I literally, it's got this little sticker on here, it can come off pretty easily, and some marker right there that'll come off with like some rubbing alcohol, so that's not going to be a big deal. Other than that, the label's pretty good shape.
Actually, dude, the label's kind of messed up. You don't want
I
that.
don't want that.
You don't want that.
Yeah, I'm not Eric. So I'm more than happy to mark that one off my list. And yes, Jay paid $50 for a game, but you don't run across this game very often. I've never ran across this game at all, actually, except for in this store in the 6-7 years I've been collecting. So, but that's it. The trip to and from Philadelphia was good. The Too Many Games convention was freaking awesome, and that's everything we got because we had no cameraman.